Can you see what I can see? Isn't this backdrop absolutely amazing? I don't know how winter is working out for you, wherever you happen to be in the world, but for me in Grenada right now, it's pretty damn awesome. I'm Zoe, founder of the Exodus Collective, a platform designed to help folks move abroad, particularly to the Caribbean where the living is good, and the opportunities for folks who really want to contribute and give back are endless. So, I'm not here to gloat, although I am going to say that I am loving the sun on my skin, but really, so many of you have been in touch saying, listen, I love the idea of moving. I don't know where to start. Is it for people like me? And do you know what? At some points, I've had those same questions myself. So this is really just a really brief reminder or call to action for those of you who are in the position where you are really thinking about moving, to just drop me a note in the comments. I would love to hear from you. If you want to make moves, if you're not completely satisfied where you are, you know that you want to be somewhere else, you have this yearning for a different lifestyle, for a different way of being, let me know. You don't have to go into full details. We can chat at some point later down the line. But one of my goals for this year is to help more folks make conscious moves abroad. I've set a number of 100 people that I'd like to help. It's almost February already, so I'm slightly behind time, but I have no doubt that together we can make it happen. So if you know someone who is in the position of thinking about moving, please send them this video, send them all the information about the Exodus Collective so they can start seeing that it's for folks like us. Folks like us can move. We don't just have to move for jobs. We don't just have to move for the typical economic reasons. Wanting to move for a better quality of life, for peace, tranquility is 100% valid, and don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. So, back to the main issue at hand. As I was saying, I really want to help more folks be able to be in a position to move. And one of the best ways that I'm thinking I can do that is by getting all the information together, getting the resources, getting the tips, getting you into the mindset so that you know how to make this happen for you. So if that's something that's of interest to you, please, as I say, drop me a note in the comments. I'm thinking about going down one of two avenues, which I'll explain to you a little bit more in detail. So what I'm thinking is that it's either going to be a webinar, so we can get together, go through material, share some questions, suggestions, and really kind of group source our way out of wherever we happen to be. Because one of the things that I know for sure helped me in my journey is connecting to other people who are in similar situations, because questions that I needed to have answered, they might have gone through. Things that I knew, I was able to share with them. And really what I want to be able to do is to collectively make sure that this can happen. So the webinar, probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours over the weekend, with resources that you can fill on your own, and worksheets, planners, so you can actually, I love having videos on this channel. But what I really want, more than views and likes, is folks to take this information, take the stories and the inspiration from others who have done it, and actually make that change happen in their lives at the time that's right. So again, action-packed, action-focused workshop is one of the options that I'm thinking about. The second option, probably slightly less communal, but probably better for those of you who are time-stretched, who have kids. It's basically just an online course, a really simple online course. So I will record the information that you need, whether it comes to understanding cost of living, understanding which destination is going to be for you, work options, remote working, a whole plethora of things that you really need to be thinking about if you are looking to make a move. Putting that together, digital, so those of you who don't necessarily like reading through realms and realms of information, you can just access everything you need on video, and then put everything that you need to make notes of down on paper or type it up. That's option number 2. So either way, I'm going to do it, because just having all this information in my head and knowing that there are people out there who need the answers is kind of unsustainable. I just need to get it out. And there's so much going on here in Grenada that to be able to do it one-on-one just probably isn't really that efficient in terms of what you need and what I can supply. but working collectively in a webinar session or doing it through videos that you can work through at your own pace, I'm thinking probably is going to be the way that we can make this happen. So that's it, just a short update. There will be more content coming on the Exodus Collective. Probably a slight tweak from the videos that I've been doing before. I had been, primarily talking about people's moving journeys and how they made the move, but I think 20, 30 videos in, I'm hoping that you guys kind of have the picture as to say that there are many ways in which this can be done. For those of you who are new, feel free to scroll back all the way through. There are probably 20 plus videos that show how folks have made moves to a number of destinations all over the Caribbean, from places as far afield as Sweden, the UK, US, Canada, and more perhaps. So yeah, those are the resources. Going forward, we're probably going to be looking a little bit more about quality of life, because I think, there are dozens, if not hundreds of folks talking about how to get folks to move abroad. And people move abroad for a million and one reasons. But I think my niche, my interest, my passion is really about folks who are kind of wanting to make soul-centered moves, following their calling, following a passion that others might not get in the slightest, but needs to happen for you, for your community, for your family. The impact is endless. So if that's the sort of thing that you're interested in, stay tuned for the workshops, stay tuned for the webinar, and more importantly, stay tuned for more content. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, turn on your notification buttons, because I really want as many people as possible to benefit from this content. And that's it. Any questions, suggestions, drop them in the comments below. It's 2022. It's been a little while since I've been up here and posting regularly, but I really want to get back into the groove of things. So stay tuned. Let's collaborate. Let's share. Let's make change happen. Over and out.